Willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Fruit of Grisaia. War schon richtig, wie ich anfangen wollte, aber ich wollte mal wieder Japanisch aussprechen. Aber gut, im letzten Part haben wir Mordversuche von Yumiko erlebt. Ja, die leider natürlich, was heißt leider, alle fehlgeschlagen sind. Und ja, jetzt zurück hier in unser Wohnheim und mal gucken, was jetzt passiert und wer uns jetzt noch nervt an diesem Tag, am Abend. Oder ob wir unsere Ruhe haben. I return to the dorm and wander the hallways without any particular objective. Compared to shutting myself up alone in my room, it's easier to gather my thoughts. One of the group, huh? I recall Amane's parting words. It's easy for her to say, but actually getting that island of a human being to recognize me as a friend seems next to impossible. First of all, we are not even on speaking terms yet. Oh, this late already? The sun is sinking below the window frame, casting shadows along the hall. About time for me to return to my room. Guess I'll try talking to her tomorrow. I scratch my head as I turn toward my bedroom. The sound of my slippers echoes roughly in the hallway. Yumiko might have her own set of internal rules, since she hasn't tried to attack me even once while inside the dorm. It's not that I was particularly off my guard as a result of that assumption, rather it was probably because it happened at this particular time of day. So I would reflect to myself later. Evening, a hallway in the dormitory lit by the setting sun. At the flash of thrusting light, I really react instinctively and grab her arm firmly. With her arm captured, Yumiko's face stiffens. The box cutter blade, still extended, rattles around at her feet, turning in circles around the handle. Trying for the element of surprise? Yumiko's expression changes from shock to fear. That's what tips me off that I'm not wearing my peaceful face. Sorry, that came out of nowhere, so I couldn't hold back. I didn't want to frighten her. I thought I could play the normal student. I wanted to convince myself that I could. Look, Yumiko. Still gripping her arm, I look into her eyes and speak. I'm not your enemy. Yumiko's expression betrays uncertainty for just a moment. But just as quickly, it settles back into her customary mask. But it doesn't look like you're convinced of that yet, so let me say one thing. Releasing her arm, I pick up the box cutter, ich will mal Cutterbox sagen, lying in front of her feet. Carefully retracting the blade, I hold it out to Yumiko. I won't cause you harm, and I won't pry into your business either. That's a promise, so stop this, it's pointless. Observe me and reach your own conclusions. If I'm lying, you can always try to stab me again. Stumbling, Yumiko retreats a single step. Bye. Aha, okay. So klären wir die Sache also vorerst. Turning around, I return to my room. Normally, Yumiko would see such a chance to attack, but something's different now. Her elongated shadow is still, and the hallway is silent except for the small sound of her breathing. School dormitory hallway. Okay, Tagende. Nächster Tag. After that day, Yumiko's attacks came to an abrupt halt. Hopefully I can use this as an opportunity to slightly improve our relationship. I'm trying to live a normal campus life, so it would be nice to minimize the number of classmates who want me dead. Aber du, wenn du jetzt gleich direkt am ersten Tag, nur weil es jetzt einmal kurz aufgehört hat, direkt wieder so nahe gehst und sie ansprichst, könnte es wieder dabei enden, wie es vorher war. Jo. As usual, to call Yumiko's behavior when we come across each other curt would be an understatement. But at the very least, judging from the clearly different way she's looking at me, her observation period seems to be ongoing. Sie redet! I'll answer unless you want to know my weaknesses. Natürlich. What a shame. Come up with something else. She occasionally talks to me like this, but instead of friendly chat about our lunch plans, we have inquiries and careful negotiations. Even so, I suppose it's a considerable improvement over outright bloodshed. Viel Spaß! Is that your idea of social interaction between classmates? Right then. I opened my hands in an exaggerated American-style shrug. Well, good luck to you, Yumiko. I think it's time to leave before she starts probing any further. Seems like she's hung up on that point. After those events, I've been intentionally addressing Yumiko by her first name. The family name would actually be more appropriate here, but I've got a bit of a reason for doing this. Says the woman who's never referred to me as anything but you. Huh. So you're saying as classmates, we should both use last names? Yumiko's expression clearly reads, oh crap. Isn't that the starting point for building a cordial relationship? Alright, in that case, I'll take our friendship to the next level by making up a pleasant nickname for you. Not to worry, you can do the same for me. It might be a little early for that, so I propose starting with last names. Yumiko hesitates briefly, but before long, she opens her mouth stiffly and in a tight voice. After speaking those words, with a cramped attempt at a smile, she stalks off. Yeah, best regards, Sakaki. Wow. Sie kann echt schön durchgreifen, allerdings, wenn man auch nicht weiter weiß und wir klappern jede Möglichkeit ab. Ja, dann sind auch die Leute überrascht. Wobei, so einen Typen wie diesen Hauptcharakter habe ich so in einem Anime noch gar nicht gesehen. Und ich muss die zweite Staffel immer noch gucken. Wird zwar nicht in der nächsten Zeit passieren, aber was soll's. Thus, after great hardship, I finally succeeded in establishing an absolute minimum level of communication with my 5th classmate. Seems the student life thing is pretty rough in its own way. So, Lobby. When I push open the heavy glass doors, I find the lobby in utter silence. Exchanging my outdoor shoes for the slippers I use in my room, I reach for the board hanging above the shoe racks and flip the magnetic name tag reading Kazumi Yuji from out to in. A glance at the other name tags reveals that Sakaki, Sachi and Amane are all in, but there's no one in the lobby. They're probably shut up in their rooms doing homework. Hold on. There wasn't any homework assigned today, which would mean my hypothesis just now can't be accurate. Then what? When students shut themselves up in their rooms, homework and masturbation are the only things that come to mind. Although I gave the matter a little thought, I don't plan on going around and confirming my new conjecture. It's just a guess, and no matter what sort of vile filth they're getting off to, that's their prerogative. Ja, du willst dich einfach reinplatzen, aber pass mal auf, Junge. In this case, pretending not to notice would be the kind of thing. Having reached that conclusion, I reached out to the door of my room, but in doing so I notice that the bit of tape I stuck on my door as a seal has been ripped off. Someone's in the room. Backing away from the door for a moment, I quietly press my ear against the wall but can't hear any noises from inside. It doesn't seem like a typhoon is laying waste to the room in my absence, but either way, if it's someone stupid enough to miss the tape, no need to be too careful. I forcefully swing open the door to my room. Don't move! Und am Bild sieht man schon, was los ist. What are you doing in here? Who called me a stripper? It's not my birthday. You've got the wrong room. Yeah. What? It's just Amane? Why are you in my room? Du hast deinen eigenen Raum, warum? Amane points to a large overnight bag lying on the floor, presumably containing her spare clothes. Moment mal. Kühlschrank mit Wäsche? Was? Why are you half naked? Wäre mal schön, mich vorher zu informieren. You've got your own room, right? When I was a grade schooler, I had friends who'd throw their bags by the door after school so they could get back outside faster. I guess this woman's brain works on the same level? Fine, I suppose. I'll come in whether you invite me or not. It's my room. I walk into the room, hold a glass under under the faucet in the sink and fill it with tap water. What? I swing down tepid water from the glass. Actually, what? Your sentence is missing both a verb and an object. Normalerweise ja, aber Yuji ist speziell. Und zwar sehr speziell. I'm not a normal man. And you were the one who barged into my room. If you don't want to be seen, how about being frank about it and telling me to get out? Want me to stick a 20 in your panties? If you say so. You seem pretty used to this.
Wow.
If you didn't want to be seen, you should have said so from the start. I'll be outside. Call me when you're done changing. Theoretisch hätte sie schon lange fertig sein können. What a troublesome woman. What do you want from me? Nice tits. God! Returning my empty glass to the sink, I turn back to Harmony for the moment. Yeah, turn back. Wenn wir wieder gucken, dann ist sie angezogen. Das ist klar, oder? Breaking into my room as she pleases, throwing her tits around as she pleases, and then getting pissed at me as she pleases. Das ist schön, ne? I don't have any real obligation to be considerate of someone like that. But well, this kind of thoughtfulness is what keeps society moving smoothly. What? Well, I did have one. She's dead. It's been years, not a problem. What? Kazuki. I know, kind of weird name for a girl. It's actually written with the characters for one and princess. Why do you ask? I see. My sister is a topic I prefer to avoid as much as possible. Not because it's too painful to remember her death or anything sentimental like that. I just don't want to get in a heavy mood for no good reason. Maybe Amane picked up on my reaction since she doesn't ask anything else about this subject. Although she's a troublesome, selfish woman, I can honestly appreciate that part of her. Oh, wenn ihr noch wüsstet. I wasn't really waiting. Wenn ihr sie jetzt genau anguckt und einen Unterschied feststellt, dann wisst ihr, was war. Während wir nicht hingeguckt haben. Eigentlich ist die Übersetzung auch ein bisschen anders. Aber gut. Huh? Now that I look, Armin is wearing a pointlessly skimpy outfit. Even if it is summer, this is a bit over the top. Too much exposure. Your breasts are barely staying in that thing. A waste of resources?
なぜかみんなサービスしてくれるのよね。
Ah. This woman's trying to disrupt the economy of the shopping district via her tits?
あーって何よ。
Nothing at all. If you're done, hurry up and go. The dirty old men at the shopping district are clutching their 20s in anticipation.
そうだね。そんじゃあ行こうか。
As she speaks, Amine grips my arm like a border patrol agent seizing an illegal immigrant from Mexico. What are you trying to pull? Get off!
ねえ、お買い物に付き合ってよ。
Why do I have to come?
今日は10キロのお米を買うから運ぶの手伝って。
Oh, Entschuldigung. Even if you don't rope me into this, with that huge body, 10 kilos shouldn't be an issue. Or so I thought, but continuously didn't put into words. We are dealing with a woman here, technically speaking. In the first place, she's only large for a woman. I'm 8 or 9 centimeters taller. I guess Amane's gotten sick of me staring at her silently as she jerks me closer by the arm she's grasping.
おっぱい見せてあげたじゃん。買い物ぐらい付き合ってくれてもバッチ当たんなくない？
I don't remember asking to see her breasts. This woman's logic is completely incoherent. Ja, und da haben wir Yujis Denkweise. Und wie er zu der kommt, werden wir, denke ich, auch noch sehen.
なに？なんか不満そう。見るだけじゃ足りないなら、もどく？軽くつまむ程度に。
If you think a flash of your tits will make any man do your bidding, you've got another thing coming.
まあまあ、どうせ暇なんでしょ？うちの学校、今までは男子っていなかったから、力仕事は全部私に回ってきたのよ。かわいそうだと思わない？
When you've got a physique like that, I think it's probably inevitable.
これからは電球が切れても、ユージ君がいれば安心だね。そんじゃ行こうか。
As she speaks, Amine entwines herself around my arm, pushing her famous breasts onto me. Hey.
わっちはこう見えても休暇を実家に持つ母親の娘ぞ。本来であれば裸を見たあんたには責任取って結婚してもらうところよ。
Huh? The fact that I just spent a good second thinking about anti-helicopter mines is frankly completely ridiculous. But the world has been seeming like an extremely ridiculous place recently. No point getting too down on myself. Fine. You just need me to carry the rice, right?
そうそう。最初からそうやって素直にって言ってりゃ可愛いのにね。
I've heard it's better not to be loved by a good god or big woman if you want a long life.
何それ？
Master? Just a joke. Let's get going already.
ちょっとやだ、待ってよ。
Let go of my arm. I don't need you clinging all over me. It's tickling.
本当は嬉しいくせに。ってあれ？ユージくん、なんかいい匂いする。香水とかつけてる？
Don't press your nose against me and snuffle. You're not a dog. Honestly, carrying some rice isn't really that a big deal. But if I'd agreed from the start to save myself the effort of resistance, it's easy to see she'd take that as a license to push increasingly unreasonable requests on me. If you're smart, you start rejecting people's requests at 80% of your real tolerance level. Tja, so ist er halt drauf. So, und im nächsten Part geht's dann halt einkaufen. Ich sag bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dann, viel Spaß und tschüss.